Greetings.
Would you craft?
Of course.
Farewell.
Hire the Witcher to get at the root of these murders. Every resident of our fair town is hereby required to aid the Witcher in any way he requests. New customers and old alike.
Congratulations on your victory, Tony. Sir Garrett of the...
Nice tune.
That mug's a fright.
Centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Tony Champion, the bells must give you one hefty reduction. Hey, over here, please.
Heard you calling. Wanted to talk?
I did, for we're neck deep in trouble. Of the spider kind.
Need a maid with a broom, not a witcher.
You fail to understand. These are huge. The size of pigs or dogs. Black and hairy, spewing webs.
Not talking about spiders then. Talking about arachnomorphs.
Call them what you will. You must smash the rogues, will you? Those caves would be prime barrel storage were it not for the beasts.
First things first. Need to talk about my reward.
I knew we would agree terms.
Arachnomorphs don't look much like bunnies, but they sure breed like them. Best nip the problem in the bud. I'll look into it.
You make mountains out of molehills, Vilma.
Come evening, I'm off to the bell.
I must insist those girls can't wait to see me.
forest, mighty forest around us.
Any tidings?
All taken care of. Went inside and cleaned up.
Thank the gods! And you too, of course.
Wine trade. Been at it for a while?
Not terribly long, to be candid. I apprenticed to be an alchemist, but proportions were never my strong suit. So I took to trading in wines. More pleasant, I must say. One drinks on the job and no one ever complains.
Makes sense. And the world's always a bit more bearable on a buzz. Was looking to buy... Time I got back on the path. So long.
Mighty forest around us.
Oh, it's my bum if they're ready to blow.
Damn, something seriously wrong.
Tony Champion, the bells must give you one hefty reduction. You brought peace, and somehow Ethan made our ladies more eager. 1,000 thanks, White One.
From butts to bottles. A marvelous process.
Whoa!
God broke the tops to you.
Let's be planning to witch our kids away.
Come evening, I'm off to the bells, quick as a flash. Those girls can't wait to see me.
To my chin, and I've caught some rot.
Not even a draft horse will talk without sound carriage to move him.
Up to our necks in work, yet they had to drink themselves
Welcome.
sick.
Looking to enlist
Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby. Last chance to surrender unorthodox books. Grimoires and tracts blaspheming the sacred flame especially.
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to...
You've come.
Top notch.
So long.
Duty calls. The thinking festival seems right about the best things this side of the
Behold, I've wept. It is positively reesty.
Greetings. Nice day, eh?
Pardon me. Perhaps you could help me. You seem a strapping lad.
What's the problem?
I acquired this old storehouse at auction. As it turns out, it stinks like an Ophiri larder and is loud as a Novigrad brothel. Bambotch it all, I infested my life savings. Now I fear to go inside. Do help me, Witcher.
Could look into it, maybe. Long as you have the means to pay me.
Have mercy, man. The store itself has already cost me a fortune. Drop your fee a bit more, please. Have mercy, man. Fine, so be it. We've a deal.
All right. Stinks of carrion. Necrophages. Reeks in here. Reeks in here.
And is the storehouse safe? Well, have you seen to my storehouse?
Storehouse was full of rotten meat. Attracted ghouls I had to get rid of.
Saint Lebioda's calloused heels. But is it safe now? Completely?
Mm-hmm. Though I'd advise you to clean the meat out quick, before other ghouls show up.
Of course. Yes, I shall put my men to it, tout sweet. Meanwhile, perhaps you need something? I've a meager stock just now, but come back in 2 days to see a full array. At a discount that will make you cross-eyed.
Was wondering, previous owners, what did they use the warehouse for? Why was it full of carrion?
It was Gottfried Nork's before it was mine. Yes, that Nork. Toussaint's most famed charcutier. That is, until his saucisse à la moutarde poisoned half the court of Her Illustrious Highness the Duchessa.
Take it he fell out of favor.
Favor's not the word. He was cast in prison, all his property confiscated and auctioned off.
Show me what you...
I placed the first bid.
But I made the best offer.
Mademoiselle, monsieur, we must...
For 4 generations. That is how long my family has been producing wine.
Producing plonk unfit to drink, you mean? Which is exactly why you should sell Belgard to me, not him.
As a ducal clerk, I must look after the duchy's best interests. Belgard currently belongs to the treasury. The minister of the treasury has clearly expressed his desire that Belgard be handed over to a responsible steward. Yet, diverse troubles beset both your present holdings. Until you resolve them and thus prove yourselves competent, selling Belgard to either of you is out of the question.
Well, Happy? This is your fault!
Mine? You're deranged, woman. Hark, good folk! Be it known, Matilda de Vermentino is a cursed, spiteful lunatic!
Doesn't look cursed to me. Just really, really angry. Ticked her off quite a bit, you have.
Truly? How would you know? A shrew tamer, are you?
Better. A connoisseur.
I see we speak the same tongue. So tell me, the swords, you merely wear them to intimidate? Or do you actually use them?
Tools of my trade. I'm a witcher.
Not seeking work, are you? You see, I wish to buy a vineyard. Belgard. Yet that bloody bureaucrat's not likely to sell it to me until I settle my troubles at home, at Coronata.
What kind of troubles we talking about?
It's botched in more ways than one. The herbarium, infested with monsters. My steward gone missing, with an entire transport of wine. And someone's abducted my herbalist.
A lot of bad luck for one little vineyard.
If you ask me, it's that Matilda, her handiwork. A sugar-sweet face, a temper sharp as horseradish. So will you help?
Good look into it, but not for free.
That goes without saying. What is your rate? That sounds fair.
Sure sounds like work for a witcher. Yeah, I'll help.
I am really, truly grateful. Thank you. My vineyard lies east of here. You're sure to find it. Now forgive me. I must talk to that quill pusher. I might win him over yet.
You're a witcher, yes? I heard you talking to that oafish ogre Liam. Disgusting man. The worst sort. First, seduces with the dashing gaze, the fair face, then reveals a coal-black heart. But that's all beside the point. I stopped you because I want to buy Belgard too. Alas, things are rotten at my own vineyard, Vermentino.
Strange coincidence.
No coincidence. I am certain Liam's thrown a stick in my spokes. Several sticks. My cooper and blacksmith both have mysteriously vanished. Man-eating plants have sprouted on my paths, and strange things are afoot on Pheasant Hill. The list goes on, but the crux is one. I must solve my problems at Vermentino if I'm to stand any chance of acquiring Belgard. Would you help me before you help Liam? I'm willing to pay more than he's offered you. I sense we're close. Very close. I sense we're close. Very close. I sense we're close. Very close. Fine. Settled.
I can help. At least try.
Wonderful. You've no idea how much that means to me. My vineyard lies due west. I shall stay here for a time. I must make certain Liam does not pull some stunt while my back is turned.
Gotcha. Farewell.
I wonder. To reach your pace in Texas.
Witcher or not, you've still to bust your bum.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event?
What the old ladies eating for supper?
Mind your manners.
Very frisky for a witcher.
Damn, you're ugly.
You good. We'll thump you good.
In fact, I wonder if your Witcher pays any tax?
Master Witcher, have you any news?
This vineyard, Belgard, why is it so valuable?
You are not from here, it certainly shows. Before Count Crespi fell prey to the beast, Belgard belonged to him. As a man of wealth and influence, he guided it to immense success. Brought in rare grape varieties, hired skilled workers. I shan't trouble you with unnecessary details. Suffice to say that merging Belgard with another vineyard is a sure recipe for success.
Take care now.
Be gone from my sight.
Patrolling on an empty stand. Oh, dreadful.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event? Mind your manners.
Oh, we'll thump you good. Oh, we'll thump you good.
It's not allowed! That kind of eating feast is over!
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event? Mind your manners.
This is your end, Master Witcher. Oh, we'll thump you good.
It's not allowed! That kind of beating feast is over!
Begone from my sight!
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event? Mind your manners. Bad idea.
Seems this is Master Witcher.
Not good. Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event?
I wonder what the old lady is fixing for supper.
Mind your manners.
We'll thump you good. Not
It's
for a
not
witcher.
allowed! That kind of beating feast is
Shut up and fight.
Saint Lebioda sent you. I must now repair my wagon. They await me at the building site.
So long.
Start no pros.
Yes, what is it?
Faster! Faster! You
Easy night, Nancy boy.
This shan't drag on too long.
It's nearly snapped.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards. What have we got here? No chance this letter wound up here by accident. Note's clear. Someone's out to sabotage Coronata. Shame I don't know who. Though I could still find out if I keep looking. Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still. Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Blood. Of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent. Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for the loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns. This unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the Witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Jocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse. Like that silver.
Thank you, noble knight. I'd ventured north in search of herbs for a new flavored wine. When suddenly,
Calm down. It's over.
the Bang Diddlers kidnapped me. In hopes of collecting a ransom, I'm sure. But with Master Liam's troubles, he never could have paid them. Ah, but I'm free and safe, thanks to you. Should you need any helps, I've a hearty stock at the Coronata. Will you work me there?
Lead the way. Right behind you.
Here we are. Once again, I thank you for the rescue. Wish to look over my stock?
Master Liam doesn't seem a diligent proprietor.
He tries as best he can. It's not his fault our vineyard suffered plague upon plague.
Plagues? What kind?
Well, the enormous yellow man-eating sundews, for instance. You cannot set foot into the brush for fear of coming out a head shorter.
Show me what you got. Thanks.
Greetings.
Circle him! Yes! Oh, yes! Blood! Blood!
Poor man. A horrid death, truly.
Master Witcher, come here, please.
Wound doesn't look good. Patch that up quick if I were you, before it starts festering.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
And if you wanted a Witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Forgive me. The pain's so blasted bad, it's darkened my mood. A foulness has made its lair in the grotto. I barely escaped with my life. I've been eyeing the cave for a storehouse quite some time. Would you look inside?
Guess I could have a look. Not for free, though.
Well, that's closer to sensible, but still too much. A fair offer.
See what I can do. Wait here, and you need to clean that wound, trust me.
A job is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
Ugly bastard. Wonder what happened.
What's the situation? So, will you see what's amiss in my storehouse?
Done that already. Ran into a few giant centipedes.
And how am I to prevent them from crawling back in?
Don't know. I kill monsters, don't predict the future.
You needn't be cross, Witcher. You shall get a good price on all my goods. In gratitude. Come back in 2 days' time. You will see the fine storehouse I've made.
I'm off. See you later.
Witcher.
Oh!
Watch this! Fleeing to death!
do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah?
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
This note plus what I found earlier. Some third parties causing problems at the vineyards. Need to find the spot the letter mentions. Bet I'll find something mighty interesting behind whatever door this key opens.
Yes, yes, like you drunk in the gutter again.
Spore saplings? Takes a degenerate to cultivate something like this. Need to incinerate them before they spew spores and spread. Either proves Count Crespi's behind the sabotage at both vineyards. Gotta tell Matilda and Liam. Show me what you got. Giant centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
till the wine barrels run dry. There is no tomorrow.
Granny chills.
Now, where'd you get them catty peepers? Now, where'd you get them catty peepers?
Help! Help us!
Someone, please!
What's this about?
Monsters! Monsters there, in the cave!
We managed to flee, but Hugo remains inside!
Hugo?
Our brother! He's still in there, inside! Help us find him! We'll pay you for your toil.
Why do you even go in there?
We lost our way.
Mistake that cave for the high road?
By the hair on my chinny chin chin, what difference does it make whether we went in for a stroll or to gather students? Hugo remains inside, in grave danger. That's what matters. Will you go in after him or not? Every second could be vital.
Noticed what attacked you?
There was no time. We ran for the exit as soon as we...
So, monsters crawl out?
I suppose... In truth,
You post that notice about an escort?
Yes, we did. And not without cause, it seems. We waited some days, yet when none answered, we
Fools we were. We'd have done better to show patience.
I could look into it, but it'll cost you.
How much would you take?
A reasonable price.
Fine. Damn it. Fresh blood on the blade. Weapon was Hugo's, maybe. Blood trail. Could be Hugo's wounded. Warm and damp. Kikimores prefer cooler environments. Probably why they keep their distance. You, Hugo? Your brother sent me.
Ja! Dizzards! Scoundrels! Tartmongers! They attacked me, but I fended them off. Now, they sent a brigand to finish the job.
What are you talking about? Ran into them outside, claimed monsters attacked. They ran, made it out, but you got stuck inside. They asked me to help you.
Is that what they told you? The lying weasels. More trickery on their part, I'm certain.
Whoa, slow down. What's this about?
I'm Hugo Monar. My father, Victor Monar, you may have heard of. A cognac distiller he was, famed for it. Before he passed, my brothers and I would quarrel over who would inherit the family business. So father decided he would force us to work together. He broke his still down into its parts. 3 of them he hid, telling each of us the location of one. When my brothers learned my part, the last, was hidden in here, they decided they did not need me anymore. They decided to cut me out of the business, literally. We argued, fought. The noise must have woken the beasts. My brothers ran for the mouth, while I ran deeper in.
What about the missing part? Find it?
No. I know only that it's in this cave, likely at the bottom of a pool. I feel awkward to ask, but as I am wounded, would you be kind and retrieve it?
Fine, I can do that.
But you must know, I cannot pay you well.
Figured as much. Start producing cognac, I'll come by for a discount.
That, I promise you.
Wait here. Damn, water's hot. Get burned if I don't watch it. You'll use some protection. Maybe Quen will work. found the missing part. Really hid that well, your father.
Oh, that's fantastic. Your pay. It is not much, I know. But I promise you good prices. The best once the tavern is open again.
Hold you to that. Now let's go. Brothers are probably getting antsy.
Wait, see there? My brothers. They've rounded up some thugs. They mean to attack me.
We don't know that.
Would you try to tell me it's a coincidence? That they return with an armed band? They've come for the last part of the still. They won't kill me for it. Please, you're my only hope. Kill them. Elsewise, they'll kill me.
Kill your brothers? You want that?
Well, perhaps not them, but the other roughs, for certain. As to my brothers, I don't know. You couldn't perhaps render them harmless? Will you defend me?
Not about to start cutting folk down because of a family squabble about some we're going over there, and you're...
But should they attack, you will protect me, will you not?
If they attack, unprovoked. Let's go.
Hugo! Are you well?
We were worried!
Why do I doubt this?
Listen, while you were in there, we realized this tiff is senseless, idiotic. You might have been harmed, gravely, and that's something we could never live down.
Lucian is right. We must bury this hatchet, work together as Father wished it.
Claim to come in peace. But then who are these men?
Hunters, who had made camp nearby. They spotted us and asked if we had no need for their aid.
You went in, were gone a long time. With these men to help, we thought we might come to your rescue.
All right, glad to see you've made up. Now I really need to get back to my own affairs.
Naturally. Your payment.
We thank you for your help. Should you ever find yourself near the Clever Clogs, you must stop in. Superb cognac. Some of the best.
Will do. So long. Place of power. Should draw from it.